But it's not, it's good. I like it. I have new socks. A new sock.
Yeah, we have some in the washer. In the dryer.
Do I even have new socks?
Yeah.
I have new underwear.
Uh-huh.
Well, they kind of old.
Hurry up.
You know, like me some more. That this age.
Hey guys, it's Miss Fitz here with the Fitz kids in North Pole, Alaska. And it is the last week of April, the last full week of April, and we've been learning about Laura Ingalls Wilder and kind of like the history of the United States while she was growing up, and they were moving all over the place. And we learned or read in the books recently that about their maple syrup endeavors, and we've been talking a lot about like the natural resources that we have available to us and how the Ingalls family used what was available to them in the woods. And we've also been talking a lot about how our woods are different, our forests are different than the forest where Laura grew up. And so, and also, of course, the prairie where she spent some of her childhood too. So while we don't have any maple trees, we do have birch trees. And in the state of Alaska, it's kind of a big deal in the spring everybody taps the birch trees to get the birch water out. And then some people take it a step further and they cook it down to make syrup, like birch syrup. We've never even had any, we've never tasted it, but we did learn recently that in old Nordic tradition, they would drink the birch water to restore their bodies after a long dark winter, because the birch water is super full of good minerals and nutrients. So we're gonna we have a small stand of birch trees right out here beside the barn, so we're gonna go out there and we're gonna try tapping them ourselves and see what happens. What did you find? Birch trees.
And we're the Fitz kids.
Hey Fitz kids, what are you guys doing today?
We're going to tap some birch trees.
Oh.
This is the birch tree we're going to tap.
Okay. Yeah, what are the problems that we're having right now?
We don't have enough extension cords. Bear?
Bear's trying to escape. Okay, so what do y'all know about birch trees?
The Native Americans used the bark of them to make canoes, fishing baskets, and water containers.
Oh, cool. Water containers, huh? Maddie, what did you learn about birch trees?
They grow good good with evergreens.
They grow well with evergreens. That makes sense up here in Alaska because we have a lot of evergreen type trees, don't we?
Lots of Christmas.
Lots of Christmas, yeah. So what we've learned so far about tapping birch trees in Alaska is that
you need a really long extension.
Yeah, apparently you either need like a drill, a battery operated drill, or a lot of extension cords. Because right now we have 3 extension cords coming from the barn and we still are just not close enough. But what we learned so far is that as soon as everything starts to thaw, the sap starts running in the birch trees, and you can tap the birch trees at that time, and then you have a window of like 3 or 4 weeks before you the leaves start to open, and then at that point you need to stop tapping the trees. So we are just inside that window. We do have some buds on our trees. I don't know if you can see. We do have some buds on our trees, but they are not open yet, and so I think we're still good. I think we're still in that window. Okay, we're having trouble. We can't figure out, like, it's not flowing. And the videos that we watched said that we should be able to tell right away as soon as we insert the straw that it worked. And we've tried 2 different holes and neither one of them have worked. So we're kind of thinking maybe the holes are too small and the straw is getting pinched off at the top. So we're going to try making bigger holes. Okay, so the plan is we never did get anything to come out immediately, so we're not sure we did it right, but we've just planned to like let it sit overnight and then see if anything happens, and then we'll check it in the morning, and if nothing happens, then we'll do some research and figure out what went wrong, what we did wrong, and fix it and try it again tomorrow. So I'm out in the yard. It's been about a week since we tapped the birch trees, and we haven't really been keeping an eye on them because I didn't think it worked, and we were just gonna wait for it to, like, we were just gonna leave it out here and see what happened. And I really didn't think anything would happen. But we have half a pitcher of birch water. The problem is there's a bunch of bugs in it. So we're not going to drink it, but I feel really encouraged that it worked. That's all that I mean, I would love to try it. But at this point, I'll just take the fact that it worked as a win. So next year, we know, put plastic wrap across the top of the pitchers and poke the straw down in it. And I think this tree is ready to be plugged back up.